I'm gonna let you finish getting on the internet and doing internet things, but first I wanted to let you know about the Tribit Stormbox Blast. This thing is a blast. That was really corny. I gotta let you know about it because I just pulled it out of a cardboard box and started listening to it. I was immediately blown away by how good it is. It's absurd. So let's check it out. We're gonna be looking at the Tribit Stormbox Blast and comparing it to the Anker Soundcore Motion Boom Plus here because you need a comparable speaker. These things are about the same price. So right off the bat, these speakers aren't super different in looks. They're both just big black speakers, but one of them is significantly heavier than the other. This Tribit here, I'm having to lift it up with my bones, my elbows placed on the table because this thing is a whopping 12.3 pounds versus just 5.3 pounds for the Boom Plus here. Ugh. Oh my God. It's actually exhausting me to hold it. It's so heavy. So both of these are Bluetooth 5.3 speakers, so you're going to be able to utilize the full capabilities of LE audio coming down the pipeline later this year. This is an 80 watt speaker, whereas the Tribit, for all of its heaviness, is actually only 90 watts, so only 10 watts more. Both of these speakers feature an aux 3.5 in and some sort of power method, whether it's from a USB here or just USB-C in the Tribit here. The Motion Boom Plus is 20 hours, which is insane. Whereas the Tribit is a freaking 30-hour speaker. Maybe that's where all the weight's coming from. You could annoy your neighbors for hours with this speaker. When I pick up the Tribit, it feels like a high-quality speaker. The plastic is a nice matte, smooth surface. The buttons have a nice click to them, a very positive response. And overall, it just feels like a quality speaker. And I know a lot of people, when they see LED lights, they think maybe it's kind of cheap. This one doesn't feel cheap. Whereas when you go to the Boom Plus here, obviously it does weigh less, but the plastic overall is just a little bit thinner gauge feeling. It just doesn't feel quite as nice. It's not as premium. The buttons are nice, but overall it just has a cheaper feel to it. It doesn't have the premium feel of the Tribit here. Both of these speakers feature full customizable EQ settings in their apps, though I actually prefer the Soundcore app. It's a little bit more fluid to use. I like the graphics more. It feels like a smarter interface, whereas the Tribit interface has all the features of the Soundcore, but it's just like when I try and put my button on the equalizer button, you have to have your finger like spot on. Otherwise you can't move the thing up and down. So it's just not quite as refined as the Soundcore. But you didn't come to me to see how speakers feel to me. You wanted to know how they sound and which one sounds better. And I will tell you, one of them sounds much better than the other. So go ahead and get your earphones on and we'll take a listen. There you go. Pretty much the same price, but with significantly different sound. So which speaker is louder? Well, we're going to give that award to the Tribit. Mainly because the Tribit has just insane amounts of bass. There's so much more bass on the Tribit than the Soundcore. But that's not to say the Soundcore sounds bad at all. Some people actually might like a slightly less bass-heavy experience without going to the equalizer and taking it out that way. In that case, maybe having a nice light Soundcore could be a great match for you. But if you are really interested in just getting like that full music experience with all the bass and absolutely killer other parts of the trebles and mid-range, the Tribit is for you. It's just really heavy. If I had to choose here, I would probably end up choosing the Tribit just because it has so much more of a full-bodied controlled bass to it. If you're camping, maybe the Soundcore would also be a better choice for you since it's so light. It's really not that much more quiet. It just doesn't kick out quite as much bass. Anyways, that was just my quick impression of both of these speakers. Quick and dirty. I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know in the comments which one you're thinking about getting so we can have a discussion. So, thanks so much for watching. I hope this helped. Bye!